Good evening. I'm Mrs. Koenig. I'd like to welcome you to the 2019-2020 Year in Review for the Speech and Drama Banquet. It's the third in our new auditorium. It's the 82nd play directed at Spencer High School, and it's the 63rd of Thespian Troupe 1763.
We'd like to, first of all, thank the Fine Arts Boosters and make note of the final page of our program and how to become a Fine Arts Booster. Thank you again for all of the support throughout the years financially and just supporting us in your attendance and help at all of our events. This year was off to a great start with the fall production of The Hunchback of Notre Dame. We were excited to include 109 students in the cast and crew of this production. It was a year for big changes, even before COVID-19 turned us upside down. We added a build week for all students involved in the show. We restructured our crew head positions. We built a float for the homecoming parade. We included 3 local businesses. Thank you to Black Earth Java, Carol's Bakery, and Northwest Iowa Glass. We had a final family movie night to watch the animated version. And we added 9 new awards from the Iowa High School Musical Theater Awards. 4 special recognitions for community support, Ryan Bush for props, Serenity Kolash and Vanessa Reardon for scenic design, and Kyle Gokin for the role of Frollo. Also 4 outstandings, 1 for Natalie Kroll for costumes, Kyle Gokin for publicity, and 2 performers, Ryan Bush for his role as Quasimodo, and Natalie Kroll for the role of Esmeralda. We'd also like to recognize that Ryan and Natalie were also awarded Triple Threat nominations, the highest individual honor for the Iowa High School Musical Theater Association, or awards, and an Outstanding Technical Production Award. As directors, Mrs. Pierce, Mr. Schwark, and myself, we couldn't be more proud of this amazing production.
And I get to recap large group speech. This year we started with 64 students participating in large group speech this year. At district contest, which we hosted, we had 13 ones and 4 twos. I know it couldn't have been done without the support of the district and Mr. Halverson's attention to detail. Next, we ventured to Lamar's High School, where we received 9 ones and 4 twos at state contest. We always await the Monday for the announcement of the large group speech festival, and 2 groups were awarded the attempt to perform, not perform, but to appear at the All-State Festival. And Lend Me Your Ears, the choral reading about Shakespeare, was awarded, and then the one-act play, The 146-Point Flame by Matt Thompson, received Outstanding Performance Awards at the state contest, thus qualifying students and groups from Spencer for the 45th year. One of the things that I had an honor in doing was writing a choral reading similar in style to Mr. Uncheat's. At the beginning of practice, the only thing the students said was missing was the dying scene. So obviously Shakespeare had death in many of his plays. So we immediately added that to the choral reading. And I believe that's one of the things that got us to All-State. The one-act play was also a new script that we had done at Spencer High School, and the students delivered an outstanding performance. This announcement was a very emotional one for me due to the legacy we had on the line. As we know, when Mr. Uncheat left, everyone, we had competed at All-State for 44 years. And when that announcement came on Monday and we achieved the 45th year, we had accomplished it as students and coaches here at Spencer High School. It was something that I was exceptionally honored to be a part of because of honoring Mr. Uncheat's legacy. We are, as we know well, the only high school in Iowa to have qualified for the All-State Speech Festival that it has been in existence.
Aha. And then we moved on to the spring play. Clue certainly didn't end as we had planned, but there is a lot to be proud of for the cast and crew of 40 students. We were 3 weeks away from opening when the pandemic started. These kids continued rehearsing on Google Meet until the final school closure at the end of April. We laughed a lot together in all of those evening practices, and although we didn't get the chance to perform, those rehearsals kept us feeling together. And by the way, 3/4 of the set is still sitting behind this curtain. Really makes you pause and think about what would happen if time really did just stand still.
Next, I have the honor to talk about our thespian initiation. Since this year didn't end the way we wanted it to, we want to announce that 22 students will be initiated into Thespian Troop 1763, probably next fall. 172 students in Spencer High School were involved in speech and drama and the activities in some form or another as a performer or behind the scenes. We all know that the drama family has a special bond that doesn't seem to exist anywhere else in school. We know no one sits on the bench in speech and drama activities, and maybe that's why they are such special activities here at Spencer High School.